All right, so what I have for you is how to measure yourself. And we're gonna measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 places, um, maybe 7 places if you want to try to get your body fat percentage based on your measurements. So find yourself a tape measure. Um, and I'm gonna say that it's at least a 5 foot long tape measure because it needs to fit around you. And you need to wear something that hugs your body a little bit. Don't wear loose, flowy clothes or sweatshirts or sweatpants because you're not going to get a good measurement. Um, and this is where it works to have a really good helper. And I'm sure the rest of it will come to me. But measuring yourself is not that hard. It's a little better if someone can help you with it. And I always start with the bust measurement, and that is kind of where your bra strap is and across the fullest part of your bust. And a sports bra or even just a regular tank top works well. Your normal everyday bra probably is not going to work well, but just bra strap, fullest part of your bust, and measure to the 1/4 inch or the closest 1/4 inch. All right, from there we're going to go to the waist, and just because your pants might fit you down here is not probably where your waist is. So this is how you're going to find out where your waist is. When I measure people, I start like kind of underneath their middle of their rib cage, and then I go down and where my hands naturally fall in. That's your natural waist. If you don't find that happens when you're measuring, then you're going to put your hands on your waist where you think your waist is, and you're going to do the I'm a little teapot side to side, right? I'm a little teapot, and that'll show you where your waist is, and that's where you want to measure. And not at your belly button. Some people will tell you not at your belly button. I'm going to say no, don't do that. Right at your natural part of your waist, okay? And you don't want the tape measure you don't want to pull it, but it should be snug against your body, for lack of a better word. Okay, for your abs, hips, it's kind of the same thing. You want to stand with your feet together, okay? Feet together. So if your feet are apart, you're going to add 2 to 4 inches onto that measurement, and I know you don't really want that. So feet should be together, and if your helper is helping you, it's going to be kind of the widest part of your hips, and when you turn to the side, it's going to be sort of the widest part of your abdomen. So not the widest part of your butt. So hip area, abdomen area, and that could be where your belly button is, could not be. Every person is different. You got to figure out where it is on you. And again, a mirror helps if you don't have a helper, and then across the fullest part of where your hips are. It's going to be down here for me. Then you're going to do thighs. This is again where a helper comes along. Helper can be very helpful in your measurements, and you kind of want the widest part of your thigh. And for a lot of people, it's kind of like probably 2 fingers or 3 fingers below your butt. I'm just going to wrap that tape around that part and measure it just like that. You kind of don't want to get this inner thigh part, but that could be part of it. But again, kind of make note of like how many fingers below your butt did you measure. Could be 3 fingers, it could be 4 fingers. You make note of that. Then you're going to do the calf. Again, it's going to be the widest part of your calf, and that's where having a helper helps you figure out where that is. Then you're going to do your bicep, okay? And I do want you to flex that bicep, and where that point of your bicep is.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
Echo, turn off. Echo's trying to help us measure. So where the widest part of that bicep, the peak of your bicep is, you put the tape measure around there, and then you drop your arm and you measure at that point. Then, if you're trying to get your body fat percentage as well, I want you to do your forearm, widest part of your forearm, and then you also want to do your wrist. And that, just make note of that for all, I think that's 7 measurements. But it's not that hard to measure yourself. If you don't have someone helping you, find yourself a nice full-length mirror and use your best guess. But it really isn't that hard. And don't let your measurements make you feel bad about yourself. It's a starting point, and we're going to go from there. Anyway, that's how you do your measurements. So make note of all of those and send them to me.